Radio Shouty.
I look at the rap game as a Ponzi scheme. Can you break that down to me, man?
I mean, it's about who you know, what you know, and,
Yeah.
and same way this country and whatever else. We won't go too political, but
I feel you.
it's that. It's simply that.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that easy to survive as an independent artist.
Yeah.
And it's probably easier than it used to be.
Yeah.
You know, with the times, but at the time making that record, I just kind of felt like it was you're either in the know, or you're on the inside looking out, or the opposite as far as the industry goes.
Yeah.
And it was like a clear divide.
Yeah.
And because I managed to still prosper and survive on the outside of it, like I was just calling it for what it was. It's like
Exactly.
people, at that time I felt like it was more difficult to break into the industry if you weren't ignorant. It's almost like the more you knew, the less people
The more
wanted
they want to
work
keep you
with.
out.
Right. The less people wanted to work with you.
Yes.
It's like you asking the wrong questions or you know too much kind of thing. And that would end up being your detriment.
What goes through your mind when you raised in the world, Starlito, where your parents is telling you right is right and wrong is wrong, and if you do right, you should get the right outcome. Then you go into a game where you try to do right and you start getting the wrong outcome for doing right. What's going through your mind right then?
You gotta conform. I mean, but like you said, without compromising yourself, compromising your integrity. But it's like it's just surviving.
Yeah.
Survival instincts and hustling. It kicks in because, I mean, just don't play yourself, but don't sell yourself short. That's kind of what was my pep talk for myself along the way. Like understanding it, even from the streets, and as cutthroat as people could probably imagine the streets to be, you're in an industry where people do it with a smile, with a suit and tie, or with a layer of lawyers in between. You know,
Yeah.
it's just like it's no win almost. You know what I mean? Even getting out of character, like anger don't help. None of the ways you condition to respond to things. So you just gotta figure out how to get in where you fit in without playing yourself.
Now, when it comes to beating the game, because, see, that's what I like to call that right there, Starlito, beating the game. You got all of these booby traps set up in the game for you to fail. Some folks might even try to bait you to try to get you to react in certain ways in the game to just try to knock you off track of what you got going on because they already understand your integrity. How do you still manage to maneuver through those booby traps, basically, in the game and maintain a career, which has allowed you to have longevity at the same damn time, man? Because, see, another thing is when you choose to go that independent route, you know, you can pick up your ball and go home, and ain't nobody gonna be too mad at you because it's all on you anyway. You see what I'm saying? But your fans, they ain't got time for that. You see what I'm saying? So you got to keep on pushing for them at the same time. So what is that like for you?
It's just that it's that war I was talking about. It's that battle, and you just gotta keep fighting. You lose the minute you quit, and I like to say you can't fail until you quit. And so it's always gonna be with devils or whatever you subscribe to or believe in. It's like it's always gonna be present. That's just like I said, and growing and learning from that is what reminds you that you are surviving.
Exactly.
Like, just not giving in. Like I got a lot of people that count on me and depend on me, even those that I don't know personally.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a greater force than anybody trying to pull me down.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And the minute I can focus on that and not the opposite, focus on the greater and not the less than, I'll be all right.
Radio Shouty.